Alright everybody, welcome back to the 𝘲𝑚𝑒st P YouTube channel. We're here again today. We've got some more videos from Mechanic Steve to go over. We've gone over a few in the past. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. I'll link them in the description or put them up here throughout the video for you to click on and see if you want to watch those as well. So we talk about Mechanic Steve. He's our friend mechanic from China, and he just works on a lot of cars, but he just puts music on his videos. So we're going to talk about what he's doing for those who are interested in knowing. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If I don't know what something is, we'll discuss it in the comments down below as well. Occasionally, he's doing something that I've never seen. So again, I don't know everything. I'm a young mechanic, but I thought it'd be interesting to share what I do know that he's doing with everybody. So if that sounds like something you'd like, stick around. Here we go. Okay. So those are rocker arms. Those open up the valves which let air and exhaust in and out of the engine. I'm gonna oil bay on him. Okay, so he's putting oil on those to make sure that they, they've got oil in them when he starts it back up. Here he's putting that. He's got the intake manifold on, and he's putting that back in the car. Looks like he may have the exhaust on as well. I can't see from that side. So that came out of a car. It's a little 4-cylinder motor, and he got that back in. Okay, looks like a hydraulic pump. So came out of that big semi behind him, I'm sure. If it's not a hydraulic pump, let me know. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, though. One would be an inlet, one would be an outlet, and those two turbines will compress the fluid. Okay, what are those batteries? Yeah, big heavy batteries. Looks like their machine probably broke down out in the middle of that field, so they're walking out there to get to it. He's got their, yeah. Okay, so he's got jumper cables. They're probably carrying those batteries out there to jump the vehicle off. Okay, he's painting the motor. That's fun to do when you rebuild a motor, work on it to paint it and look nice and new, so that's cool. It's a big old motor, came out of a semi probably. Okay. Yeah, big old mess of wires, cables. Can't tell if that's off of one particular thing or if that's just a pile he had sitting around. Oh, he's underneath a dump truck. Okay. So probably actuators for that dump truck that he was pulling out. Cool. Okay, jump starting that motor. They've got that bag over the exhaust. I'm not exactly sure why, because obviously it's already full. Just a second. So they probably had it over when they were working on it so water didn't get down in it. That's probably why. Take a swig of water. He's going to fill up that radiator. So he's probably worked on the system, replaced a hose or something, or worked on the motor where you had to pull a hose off and all the coolant drained out of it. So they're just using those big water bottles to fill the motor back up with water. Okay, there he's torquing down some connecting rods. That's in the bottom of the motor. The connecting rods are what connect to the piston and the crankshaft. So when the piston goes down, it moves the crankshaft. He's got his torque wrench with his little, it's a little indicator on there that tells him how hard he's doing it. So, okay, it's a big piston, diesel, and he's just putting oil on those rings and on the bearings. He's making sure that the gaps in the rings aren't all lined up. You don't want them to all be in the same spot, because there's 3 different rings at least. If they're all in the same spot, air can get through easy, so he's making sure they're all lined up differently so that the air doesn't get through, or oil. Okay, taking a drink. Okay, that's it. We'll do one more real quick. We'll go through his next one, which is passion is energy. Okay. All right, there Steve is putting on a hub on one of the axles for one of those semis. Sometimes you have to hit them to get them all the way on. It looks like that's probably what he's going to do. Yeah. Yeah, they're hard. I mean, the tolerances are really tight, so you just got to hit them to get them on there. And they're heavy, so they like to get stuck. Okay, there's that inner hub. That's a dual axle. That tire, one tire will go on the inside, one on the outside, like the one you see on the semi-trucks. Okay, he's torquing something down there. It looks like it might have been the oil pan with his little T-handle wrench, so raining, soaking wet laying under there. It's a hard-working guy. Steve's awesome. Okay, there's a head gasket. This is a little 4-cylinder, probably came out of a car. So he's replacing the head gasket, and it looks like it has a new surface on that head, or the head itself actually looks new. So yeah, so he's put that new head on, and those are those head bolts. So you'll tighten those down starting in the center, moving your way outwards to tighten that head down, and that's clamped on top of the motor. So those holes you see on that head, that's where the exhaust comes in, and the intake air comes in and the exhaust goes out, and those on different ports on the different sides. So you can kind of get an idea for how that works. So this is a timing chain. Looks like he's taking it apart. I didn't pay too much attention. He's probably putting it on. Oh, that's that same head. So he's putting it on, and those are different tensioners. It has 2 cams, which are those big gears on the top, and probably a water pump is what that other one was. So okay, he's just checking the valves in there to make sure none of them are stuck. So he'll blow through them and cover them with his finger, let them go to see if the air is coming through. If they're stuck closed or anything like that, it's a easy way to tell. Okay, that's another piston right there. Looks like it's come out of a 4-cylinder as well, probably a diesel. And I say that because in the top of the piston you can see where there's a recessed area, and usually gasoline motors don't have that. Diesel motors do, because it helps with the combustion. And I'm just caught up here interested. Okay, I was wondering if he was going to put something on there to clamp those rings down, or if he was going to try and pinch them in each at a time. So, but that'll compress the rings, that'll tighten the rings down so you can push that piston into the motor. So I'll just give it a little tap. He's got them squeezed down. And tap, 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 it'll go right in. Perfect. And then his buddy's on the backside making sure that he doesn't scratch the crankshaft bearing surface, or the crankshaft surface where the bearings ride. If you get scratches in it, it can do some damage. So what was that? I think that's coconuts. I've never seen coconuts like that, but I live in a desert, so. It's funny though, he uses his power tools as drill to drill onto the coconut. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. This has been another Mechanic Reviews. What's Mechanic Steve doing? Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments if you have any questions. If you notice that I said something wrong, hey, just correct me down in the comments. You don't have to be rude about it, but I'm perfectly open to criticism. So again, I'm not perfect. But thanks again for watching, everybody. Come back for the next video. We'll see you. As always, have a good day, and peace out.